Now is definitely not the time to look away. Recent executive actions and public threats directed at law firms, lawyers, judges, and the legal system should concern every law firm leader, client, judge, law school, and any of the business professionals who support these people and these organizations. And these attacks aren't theoretical, they're happening, and firms need to be ready. So what I've done is I've prepared 9 steps that every law firm should consider in preparation. And whether you lead a global law firm or a boutique practice, these recommendations are designed to help you prepare internally and externally for your people and your clients and the principles that govern our profession. And I want you to remember, this is not about politics. This is about protecting the legal system, your reputation, and the trust that your clients have placed in you. It's about ensuring that your firm can respond from a position of clarity and coordination and strength. So if you are a lawyer, a managing partner, a CMO, a COO, general counsel, or anyone else connected to the legal profession, these suggestions are for you. So let's talk about how to prepare for what's next. I want to make sure that your firm is not caught off guard. And also, please recognize that there are probably a dozen, if not dozens, of little points underneath each of these 9 tips. But what I wanted to do is to give you a starting point, a point of reference, so that you can begin to think about how to prepare and how to respond to what may be coming your direction. Welcome to Legal Marketing Minutes, where I share short bursts of current marketing news and advice. If we haven't met yet, I'm your host, Nancy Myrland. I'm a marketing and business development advisor, and I specialize in content, social, and digital media. Your time is valuable, so let's get started, okay? Well, again, we're going to talk about preparing your firm to be targeted. If it's not targeted, that's great. If it is targeted, then perhaps these suggestions will help you prepare for what might be coming your direction, which will be very difficult and very challenging. First thing again, reminder, preparedness is not political. It is essential, and I want you to be prepared. Recent events have seen firms responding to executive orders that are attempting to change and harness the way that you practice law and you do business. And these orders and investigations hit no firm lightly. They hit everyone inside and outside of the firm. And they have the potential to impact firms' lives and careers. So it's time to prepare for this or something like this, whether it be an executive order attempting to stop you and your clients from exercising your constitutional rights, a request from the EEOC to scrub your DEI policies and efforts, or any of a number of other penalties for just doing what you and your firms do for a living, you could be a target. Don't assume this can't or won't happen to you. Here are the 9 steps. Again, they will undoubtedly grow, change, and evolve depending on the firm I'm talking to, but this can serve as a foundation for you. The first thing is that you might want to consider securing your URL. Choose a URL, a subdomain, or extension of your current website URL that can serve as your landing page for media, alumni, clients, referral sources, or anyone else to easily find and review what you're doing. Choose one that fits with your brand and your message and the situation. Make sure it's easy to say and find. If you need to get one that is much more pointed and direct and redirect it to a place on your website, that's an option too, but make sure that it is something that you can easily say to someone if they say, "What are your positions? We would like to read about them." The second is that I want you to gather everyone. Bring all of the important parties together while these discussions are taking place. And don't assume that anyone in senior management, anyone who you have tasked with helping create strategy for your firm, don't assume that they shouldn't be in on these discussions from the start. They can be trusted, they should be trusted, and they have a perspective that is going to be valuable in helping you craft your strategy. If emotions are high, or the path is uncertain, or there are too many disparate opinions, and we've seen that happen, consider bringing in an independent advisor or a team of advisors to lead the discussion and the process. When people are talking or they're sharing or they have body language, study what you're hearing and seeing and make sure that you're synthesizing the most critical points to consider. 3, do not forget the voice of the client. We've heard too many stories of clients who are frustrated because their firms are not talking to them and they had no idea what was going on before the announcements happened. That cannot and should not occur. So I want you to talk to to your clients so they buy into what you're doing and so they feel like they have had a voice. And then when the time comes and you do act, they'll feel a sense of ownership and camaraderie with you and your firm. And don't forget to thank them, and thank them again. You are there because of them. The fourth, internal silence can be dangerous. Talk to and involve your legal and business professionals so they understand what is happening. And I'm not talking about just the people that have been around the table that I recommended before this, the people who are going to feel like they have a stake in this. So I want you to talk to them, legal and business professionals, so they understand what's happening and how this has an impact on their lives and their careers. And let them know how much you value their support. Acknowledge that they may have a differing opinion, but that you would honor and treasure their participation in helping the firm stand strong, remain united, and delivering the firm's message. And just like with your clients, I want you to thank them, and thank them again. Again, you couldn't do what you do without them. And number 5, external advisors are critical. Invite those external advisors into these discussions as soon as possible. There are going to be way too many steps and way too many tasks for you to try to do this with the resources that you have internally. Not to mention, I want you to make sure that PR, social and digital media, management, ethics, and other counsel are at the planning and discussion tables so that they're offering advice and they're ready to execute swiftly when the time comes. Number 6, timing and coordination are critical. I want you to coordinate times and dates and keystrokes when things are posted and all other efforts so there is no question that there is strength and agreement behind everything you are doing as a firm. And I have found that it's crickets on some of the LinkedIn accounts where there should have been a statement that leads people to wonder if your firm is in agreement or not. And people read way too much into those sorts of actions. So timing and coordination is critical. Number 7, use all methods of communication. Use what I call the relationship continuum to communicate your messages. Leave no stone unturned as to the different ways, formats, methods, media, and times people consume messages. Don't forget that different people like to consume content and learn in different formats. So repurposing what you have done and said in one arena is important into another arena or form of media. Number 8, management and social media. Please make sure, this alludes to what I talked about a few points ago, please make sure that your firm leaders are on LinkedIn because those searching this issue are going to end up not only on your website and landing pages, but on what is almost always the 2nd through the 5th organic search result when Googled, and that's LinkedIn. There shouldn't be empty or scarce managing partner or management committee personal profiles, so let's get those in shape fast. And last but not least, plan for the long haul. Create an ongoing and coordinated plan that is more than just a launch. This is going to be a long, tiring, challenging, but potentially rallying and unifying process. So plans need to be exhaustive, informed, agreed upon, and executed flawlessly and with a show of strength. Well, let me know if you have any other questions or if I can help you with any of this in any way. This is not an easy process. There are many, many layers that need to be considered and that will complement one another. But remember, you're planning this for the long haul. All right, let me know if I can help you. I'm at Nancy@myrlandmarketing.com, and that's MYRLAND marketing.com. Thank you so much for spending a few of your legal marketing minutes right here with me. I know your time is valuable, so thank you for being here. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.